And the Screen Team is back. We've got Laura's picks that we are been reviewing this evening, and we're happy to introduce Sabrina with this next particular review. Sabrina, good to be on the show.
It is good to be on the show.
Always good to have you. We're getting ready to review the reboot or the reimagination or just the redoneness.
It's something.
Of Pete's Dragon. Did you guys ever see the original Pete's Dragon?
Oh yeah, like 1,000 times.
Really?
I can't say I watched it 1,000 times. It wasn't
loved
one that
it.
truly.
Did you really? I didn't.
I was really little.
Yeah.
But I remember, I don't know, I guess it was one of those, because it was animation and reality.
Yeah.
And my mom always said I ran around like an orphan anyway all the time. So I guess I connected with that little kid because he just looked like, no, he never covered his hair, kind of like mine looks right now. But like he was just free to do whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
Until the adults found him.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so, and I never had an imaginary friend, but I think it would have been cool if it was a dragon.
Yeah, I didn't love this movie when I was a kid.
I didn't either.
I just couldn't ever really connect to it. I connected with, the Mary Poppins and
What about
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, but
Bed
Knobs and Broomsticks.
Yeah.
No, I don't
didn't
think
like that
so
one.
either.
Yeah.
Not on that one and not on this one. But I wasn't its prime audience either.
Why? Because you were older? Is that what it was?
I was a little girl that didn't need a pet dragon to imagine the world around me. So.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, this new one is out, and it's been released 30, 40 years after the original. And
It's more than 30 or 40.
well, what is it?
It's like, it was around before me, wasn't it? When was it released?
70s.
The 70s?
Yes.
I thought it was older than that. I don't know. I thought it was older than I was.
No, it was in the
Oh,
70s.
okay, 40 years.
Okay. All right. So
Shows I didn't do my homework. I couldn't watch the thing.
let's talk about this Pete's Dragon. What's is the story? The story is pretty much similar to the first one, correct? Kind
I
of.
have no idea.
No?
Not at all.
So the first the kid wasn't an orphan in the first
Well,
one.
yes, he was an orphan in the first one, but it just, yeah. I mean, I
There's
haven't seen it in a long
backstory
time.
in the first one. It's just
He's just there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
just him and his adventure.
I was like, as I was watching this movie, and like I said, I haven't seen the old one in years, but like I was picking apart little things because I'm OCD and I do that. But I was like, oh well, no, that's not, because the town in this one is named something different. Was what Millhaven?
Anyway,
something like that. And like in the other one, it was Passamaquoddy.
Yeah.
Because I remember, because it was a musical. The first one was a musical as well.
Hey, it's Passamaquoddy
Terrible.
Pete.
But I still remember the final song in that was called "Candle on the Water," and I sang that song in a talent show when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah, and I still remember it. But the first one, like his family comes. He has a family.
Okay.
Like they find his family. They're like a bunch of hillbilly cheaters.
Gypsies.
Yeah, they cheat people for their money and stuff like this, and he doesn't want to be a part of that. And Elliot is kind of his escape. And then like in this, but in the first movie, like Elliot leaves when he no longer needs him. So when the boy finds a family, then he leaves him because he doesn't need him anymore.
Right. So did you like this new version?
I like it better, actually.
Yeah. It's
just, I mean, like I said, I haven't seen the other one in years, so I'd probably go back and like so many other old movies, I'm like, oh, did I love that as a little kid?
I enjoyed the movie. I think that having a 3-year-old with us was a little taxing because the movie doesn't move along at the right intervals of up and down that a 3-year-old needs. Mm-hmm. So he really only got into it towards the end or whenever the dragon was on.
Yeah.
And getting to know Pete and the people who he comes to encounter, there's a lot of story there and a lot of development of character and you got to have feelings and all this kind of stuff in order to appreciate when Pete when Elliot, I think I called him Pete, when Elliot is there. And so I think that for me and for most ages it's a good mix. But for, the toddler, the preschoolers, it's a little taxing, especially in the first half.
Yeah.
There's just not enough adventure and action that age group will appreciate. However, one of the things I love about this story is that I was able to whisper in his ears at the end, oh, look, he's going to go live with that family. They're going to adopt him. And I just, of course, then I just burst into tears.
I was wondering why you were crying.
I just, all of a sudden, it got really emotional for me on a personal level.
Yeah.
But then even more so when Elliot said, I'm trying to explain to Luke, he's not saying anything, but he's saying it with his eyes. He's thinking it. And Pete understands that he needs to go live with that family. And Pete, is trying to figure out why I belong to you now. But, the fact that the people know where he is puts him at risk. And the fact that he goes off into the north where the song takes him, there's a legend around that dragon and others. And when you see that song fulfilled in the end, it just made the tears come even harder. And of course, Luke's looking at me like, "It's okay, Mom.
It's okay." I loved the dragon himself.
Yeah,
like the way they animated him. He looked real.
Yeah,
like that would be something. Is this a Disney film?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
well, that would be a really cool exhibit, like to have at Disney World, because he just, or like one of those the animation where you're inside the thing and it moves and you go like you were flying on Elliot's back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it'd be
There's
amazing.
so many things they can do to bring Elliot to the kids now.
Yes.
And you're right. He's plush.
Yes. He's furry.
He's furry, and I think that makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah.
He
He
is a
doesn't look scary.
fire-breathing dragon, but
He's cuddly.
you just want to touch him and feel the magic that they feel in the movie, because something happens when they touch him.
Yeah.
And they talk about that magic, that connection that makes you see the world just a little bit differently. And I wanted to reach out, even in a 3D movie, and I just wanted to feel him and
touch
be
him.
like, yeah, okay, I want to feel that magic too.
Yeah.
So that part was really awesome, and I do agree. I think Disney needs to get on board with some interaction. Now, if I were designing an exhibit, I would design it for the toddlers and the preschoolers as an interactive dragon exhibit, because he looks like something that age group would fall in love with.
Right.
I mean, knowing that right now Luke is at that stage, it's dragons, it's dinosaurs, everything, and this is a nice, cuddly version.
What I liked about Elliot in this particular version, I don't remember if did he have an animated voice in the first one? Do you remember?
He actually spoke in the first one.
He did?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Didn't he just like, and he popped and clicked and whistled?
Yeah, he did, but he did, like, there were words that he said.
Like he was trying? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, with this one, he didn't speak at all.
No,
it
he
was
just
more
groaned and grumbled.
and I liked that. I mean, you got a lot more emotion. You knew what he was feeling, and I felt that was better than him just being like, "Hey, how's it going there?" Pete?"
His eyes were magnificent.
Were so reflective of what he was feeling, because you could just see it, and I could have turned the sound off, and like when he would just the way they, I mean, I don't know what CGI or whatever.
It was the perfect reaction of most home environment to animals, domesticated animals. The way they respond to humans, they move their body and express their emotions and their moods and stuff, and he captures all of that.
Sabrina, you said this one wasn't Luke's cup of tea. He's a 3-year-old. Laura, Noah, your nephew, he's a little bit older. He's like, what?
9.
He's 9. Is this something that he would get into?
I think he would like it, but it was 2 hours long. He after about 90 minutes, he's like, when is it gonna be over? But it did pick up in the end, like Sabrina said. So maybe with the more of the action being in the end, then I think that, I mean, I'm sure he could sit through it just fine, but I don't know if it would be one of his favorites or not.
All right. The movie's called Pete's Dragon. Laura, thank you so much for being on the show. Appreciate you. Sabrina, thank you once again. We're going to be joined by Kyle coming up after the break, and we're going to be doing sports documentaries. It's next on KWOC.